What's up guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Style. Welcome back to another WCL Light recap, and this time again we have the wonderful RRC Royal Red coats on the channel. Big shout out to those guys, they are absolutely awesome, providing me with so much content. We have recaps, I'm also covering them on Twitch, so feel free to show some love in the comments to RRC. Thank you as well to Mahakal Warrior. Probably butchering that name, so apologies, but thank you again for letting me record. We have 58 stars to 57. You can see RRC just pulled in that victory. But without further ado, let's roll this intro and go and check out some of the action. So we're going to be kicking this off here with Chow. Yeah, definitely butchering that name. In from Mahakal Warrior here, and we're going to be going in with a Hog Miner hybrid. And you can see this is probably one of the most popular strategies at Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12 currently. The majority of the attacks in this video are going to be Hog Miner hybrids, so strap yourselves in to see a lot of them. But you can see Chow, I'm just going to call him Chow, is going to be starting over here on the right hand side with the king, queen and a baby dragon up the top to start off the funnel here. We've got a nice early clan castle pool, which is always good when you're pushing your queen in. We want her to stay relatively close to the outside so she can deal with the clan castle troops before she gets too many defenses onto her. Unfortunately, it looks like the king is going to be holding up those clan castle troops for a little bit, but the queen should be able to jump on and deal with some of them. Now unfortunately it looks like just missing those archers on the poison spell, but going to be popping in a miner to try and catch them as well. A sneaky giant bomb does do a little bit of work onto that miner, but the queen should be able to clear up the majority of these lava pups. Having to use another rage spell there, just clutching the queen's ability. I really thought she was going to pop it there, but it looks like the queen is going to continue pathing into the base. The eagle unfortunately is now activated, so it means we probably are going to have to use this queen's ability sooner rather than later. Otherwise we are going to be taking eagle shots straight into the face. It looks like we're going to get that expo down pretty quickly, but that jump spell has unfortunately just worn off, and it means that Chow's queen is on the wrong side of that eagle artillery and is not going to be able to get it. We've already started out. I take that back, the queen can get the eagle there. What am I talking about? It looks like the miners are going to be starting over here on the top section with the warden in tandem. We still have his ability in hand, which actually has already been popped nice and early to try. In fact, has it been popped? No, it's not been popped. Christ, my commentary is just all over the place. We still have our 10 hog riders to get in. It looks like our siege barracks pops up the top and we get those max level hog riders coming in from there. The queen done a great job in the center and she's going to go and help take out the enemy queen, but it looks like it's going to mainly be the miners that clear that out. We are now sneaking the rest of our hogs in from the left hand side to meet up with these miners and to keep everything pushing together into the center of the base. We do still have that warden's ability left up, which is probably going to be used on the back end here where we have so much splash damage. We have a bomb tower which the queen is currently dealing with, double wizard tower and a multi-target inferno, but you can see warden's ability used, really nice timing on that, and the healers are actually going to swap over a pretty good time here from our queen charge onto the hogs and miners, and that's going to allow them to get a lot of health back here. A great some great AI there from the healers, really helping Chow pull this triple in. But you can see so many troops left up here at the end. The miners just going to take care of these last few structures. Complete overkill coming in here against the mountain from RRC. So a great start there for Mahakal. Let's go and take a look at another one of their 3-star attacks. So the next one we're going to be taking a look is a Town Hall 12, and this time we're going to be going in with a bit of a Queen Charge Lalo attack. So this was one of the only real air attacks coming in this war. The majority that we saw were, like I said, the Hog Miner hybrid, or we saw a bit of sort of P.E.K.K.A. bowler smashes, a couple of them, but this was really one of the only air attacks that I could find in this war, so you know I had to feature it. We've got to show a little bit of love to the air because everything seems to be ground based at the moment. But we have King coming in here against Skanda from RRC. Someone who I've already covered a little bit on the channel before is Skanda, and I believe we're going to be seeing some action from them later on as well, potentially. It looks like the Queen is going to be coming in here, sniping off a couple of defenses at the start, probably aiming to go to the left here. Looks like the Queen is going to go to the left, which is perfect. King doing a great job cleaning out all these structures over on the right hand side, getting a huge amount of value for us, and the Queen is going to take care of that wizard tower, push onto the Eagle artillery, and King is going to use a jump spell there to give us access further into the base. The King still just clutching, nearly gets that mortar down, but doesn't quite manage it. It looks like we've got a Witch, Dragon, and Archer clan castle coming out there, so the poison spell going to get a huge amount of value for us, whereas sometimes putting the early poison spell down on a Lava Hound can cause us a few issues, but getting really good value there. The poison spell going to be able to take care of those skeletons nice and quickly, and it means the Queen can continue pressing on through this base. Going to take down one of the air defense right about there. We also have the Warden statue, which can do a significant amount of damage, so always good to try and take that down as quickly as you can. It goes down nice and early, and we already at this point are looking very, very set to pick up the 3-star here, taking down quite a few of these key defenses for Alalo. And we're going to start with our Stone Slammer and a couple of loons over here from the left hand side. Rage spell does go down on the Queen, but those healers are pressing right in against an air sweeper, so the Queen's ability is going to need to be popped as soon as we get in range of the enemy Queen. Boom, enemy Queen is going to go down there because we really needed that enemy Queen to go down. Looks like we're going to be starting a couple of balloons and our Lava Hound over here in the left, and it looks like our Warden going to be coming in as well. The second Lava Hound going to be coming in from the right hand side, bottom right hand side of the base, and a couple of loons going to follow that. Unfortunately, looks like our Queen has gone down, but she got a huge amount of value, so it is pretty much just going to be up to these loons, which unfortunately have now bunched quite significantly, which will give this Town Hall a really big chance to take them all down. We will need to make sure this Warden's ability is spot on. It is. King getting a perfect Warden's ability there. Double air defense though to deal with on the back end of this one, but we should be able to get them down with the amount of balloons that we still have left up. We have a few cleanup minions already. In fact, when I say a few, we have a huge amount of cleanup minions already pushing around this left hand side of the base. The Warden's still sitting on full health, and he is going to be able to just help snipe away the last couple of these buildings. The minions and the lava pup's going to take care of the last couple there, and we pick up another triple. So Mahakal did, I'm definitely butchering that, so apologies. They put on a really good fight. They had some fantastic triples, so a big shout out to these guys. But we're now going to go over and take a look at 3 of the RRC attacks. And the first one we're going to be taking a look comes in here from Gwar, which is a pretty fun name. Going to be coming in here with a Hog Miner Hybrid. Like I said, we're going to be seeing a lot of Hog Miner Hybrids, so strap yourselves in. And it looks like this E-Drag is going to be starting off over on the Town Hall side. Going to take care of that nice and early, you know, just to pick up that first star. Makes you feel a little bit more secure, doesn't it? So the E-Drag should be able to get a huge amount of chain value here over on this left hand side. There is nothing that can shoot it, so it's just going to be able to get chain after chain after chain. We see the Queen also going to be coming in from this left hand section of the base. The King going to be swinging in from the top, but it looks like he is actually going to be coming towards the Queen, so there's always a little bit of a risk that he could steal the healers away. But it looks like this E-Drag is going to continue getting some value for us. It did pick up a Seeking Airmine, and we have a couple of Teslas now popping up. The E-Drag should be able to get off one more shot. Yes, it does. A little bit of damage onto that Tesla, which is perfect for us. The electricity, what's it called? The lightning, that's what I'm looking for. Lightning damage off the E-Drag there actually was able to take down that Tesla, and it means that the Queen is going to go into the base and deal with these clan castle troops, which is perfect for us. The jump spell is going to give her access into this multi-target Inferno, as well as this Eagle artillery, so getting some huge value from that E-Drag at the start just means that the Queen doesn't actually have too much work to do to just put straight into the base here. Going to be able to take out the enemy Queen nice and quickly as well. Should be able to grab a couple of those air sweepers while we are at it. An air defense in the center there as well. Rage spell slightly off, and that air sweeper pushing those healers back might cause the Queen a little bit of grief here, but the Queen is not going to be able to grab that other air sweeper. But it looks like we're going to be bringing the rest of our troops, the Hogs and the Miners, in from this bottom section of the base. The Queen is going to fall to the enemy King in the center, but the good thing as well about this is the healers can then go and help out the Hogs and the Miners that need a little bit of healing. So as long as they can stay up, the Hogs and the Miners have pretty much an unlimited heal spell throughout this attack, which is always very, very helpful. But the Queen did get a huge amount of value. Another heal spell going to be going down there. The healers are following in the tracks of these Hogs and Miners here. And look at the overkill. I just already know that this one is just going to completely rip through this base. We still have one heal spell pretty much that we could swag on the back end. It is going to go down right there. We already have a couple of cleanup minions coming in from the right hand hand section of the base. The Warden doing a great job here at helping these hogs and miners just snipe off a few of these other structures. Those max level hog raiders with the lightning hammers, oh damn, they are sexy. Should be able to get a decent bit of value for us too. We have that one mortar chilling down on the bottom right hand section of the base, so of course the hogs are going to go and snipe that off for us. A couple of miners going to be able to help clean up the minion as well in the top section of the base. Warden doesn't know what he's doing. He's going to end up wandering about a little bit in the center as this one finishes off with a very nice triple here from Gwar of Royal Red Coats. So without any further ado, let's go and take a look now at a Town Hall 12. Guess what it is? Have a prediction. That's right. You guessed it, it's another Hog Miner hybrid. Let's go. So we've got Synergy 14 coming in here, and it looks like rather than an E-Drag like we saw in the last composition, we're actually going to be starting off with a P.E.K.K.A. in on the bottom section here. Going to be getting a test loon in as well, just to see if there is any Seeking Air Mines in that area, because we definitely don't want our healers to be sniped off. But it looks like this P.E.K.K.A. should be able to get a decent bit of value. Those couple of balloons actually going to be able to take care of one of the Teslas in there as well. King going to be able to get a little bit of value over on the left hand section, but it looks like unfortunately he is going to wander in, which is definitely not what we want. And then he decides, nah, do you know what, screw this, I'm going to actually wander around the base. But it looks like this P.E.K.K.A. has got a bit of value, but the Queen's starting quite early here, and we need that P.E.K.K.A. to go down so it does not steal the healers. Luckily that cannon does focus onto the Queen, which means these healers will stick with the Queen and will not change over to the P.E.K.K.A. because that could have been a disaster there for Synergy, but very well planned out. Perfect timing on the healers, and it means that the Queen is going to keep those healers on her, and the P.E.K.K.A. still gets the value that we need it to. Queen is going to be able to take care of that Lava Hound. A really nice poison spell there should be able to take down the majority of these lava pups. The baby dragon's still doing a little bit of work, but Queen should snipe it off in a couple of shots. We are now onto that town hall here, and we see the siege barracks and a baby dragon up on this left hand side emerge to start doing a little bit of work for us here. Should be able to take down the enemy king nice and quickly, as we have a rage spell still down on the Queen. Miners now start to come in from the left hand section. It looks like we have the Hog straight in behind, as well as that level 40 grand Warden, who can do a huge amount of work with his Eternal Tome ability. Really nice timing on the Hogs and Miners here. Timed it just so that the Clan Castle Hogs come into the mix as well. Looks like a couple of them are going to be going off to the top left hand section of the base and do take care of that cannon, but they will probably be sniped off as they are starting to split up a little bit. But the rest of our troops are pretty much all going to stick together through the center of the base. Looks like we've actually split into two groups here, one going onto this multi-target Inferno, taking that down nice and quickly, and the rest of them going up onto the top defenses, the Archer Tower and the air defense here. Looks like the Queen going to continue doing a little bit of work for us around the right hand section of the base. Those healers are sticking with her very nicely, and it looks like everything else is starting to die off a little bit, but we do still have the Warden and the Queen and a couple of miners swinging around the base here. The Queen's ability is still in hand as well, so this one definitely going to be in the bag here for Synergy. At this point, it's always just a case of time. I always get a little bit self-conscious when it's just my Queen and a couple of troops left up, because I know I might not have the power to push over the finish line and get the triple before that clock runs out. But it looks like Synergy is going to have enough time on the clock that Builder Hut goes down right there, and we are able to pick up that infamous 3-star that we needed to win this war. We have one attack left in this video, and it's a P.E.K.K.A. Yeti Smash coming in at Town Hall 13. So let's go and take a look. Herbie is going to be bringing in the 3-star on this attack, and a pretty unorthodox base. A lot of walls going here, there and everywhere. Quite a maze base if ever I've seen one, and it looks like we're actually going to be starting off with our Warden over on the bottom right hand section of the base. Luckily that Coco Loon actually does pick up a Seeking Air Mine, which is perfect. We definitely don't want those healers to get sniped off too early. We see nice early earthquakes going down in the center of the base, and look at the value that they are able to get, opening up compartments left, right and left, right and center if I can get my hands going the right direction. Really getting some great value there from those earthquake spells. So Herbie obviously really planning out this attack, deciding where's best to use the spells and where's best to get the value from them. Looks like this Warden should be able to get a decent bit of value from these structures at the start, going to clear a nice funnel as well for us. We then start the king over on the top right section of the base, and he's going to push up to all these outer buildings. We want to clear a path to make sure that these Yetis go into the base. Oh, the warden nearly takes care of that air defense there. I'm guessing we were maybe looking to pick up a little bit more value, but it actually means that our healers are going to start to be picked off by this air defense, and the warden was one shot away from taking it down. So it's a little bit annoying that we're going to lose 2 healers really early on. It might even be 3 healers super early on in this one, all because that we started our Yeti slightly too early. But the funnel's definitely been created. The king maybe didn't get as much value as we would have wanted on the top section, but definitely did enough job, so it means that these Yetis are going to swing around and into the base, which is obviously what Herbie was looking for. It looks like we're going to be bringing our royal champion in from the bottom section of the base, and we see our siege barracks, excuse me, gonna pop right there. We have a nice early heal spell to keep these hog riders that came out of it up, and it also brings that royal champion's health up a little bit more. We still have her ability in hand, as well as our queen's ability in hand, both of which are chilling in the center, both pushing actually off to the left hand side here. The Yetis are starting to die out, but those hogs that came out of our siege barracks are just getting so much value for us here. Giant bomb is going to do a little bit of damage onto our queen there, but like I said, her ability is still in hand. Looks like the last of our healers is down, helping this P.E.K.K.A on the bottom section back up to full health, but now it's just a case of cleanup there, pretty much swagging the queen's ability. Oh, a really planned out triple here from Herbie. Unfortunately, just losing a couple of healers at the start there due to starting those Yetis slightly early, and little things like that sometimes can have a massive impact on the attack. But Herbie's plan went totally to plan, and they were able to pick up a really nice 3-star here. So congratulations to them on the triple, and of course the RRC on the WCL Light victory. So if you guys want to see more of their content, I've covered a couple of their wars in the past. Recaps are up on the channel. They should be in the WCL playlist. I believe I might have also covered some MLCW wars from them. I also stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. If you want to hop in, twitch.tv/clash with style. Let me know when you're in. Say you came from YouTube. I'm always happy to see you guys in there. But I really appreciate you stopping by this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Like I said, let me know in the comments who you're supporting, if it's RRC or Mahakal, or if it's a different WCL team. Let me know, as well as which attack in this video was your favorite. Mine was probably that Lalo. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. Peace.